WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany. Today with my second whiskey from the Gilors German whiskey distillery. This time it's a single malt whiskey from Hesse, and then close by to Frankfurt, and it's a PX finish. Pedro Jimenez sherry, and it's 59.7 ABV. So this is pretty good. This was distilled in March of 2011, and it was bottled in March of 2016. In that year, there were a total of 333 bottles. I just love saying that. And this little baby here costs €12.50. So we're talking 240 euros per liter, which would be about $260 per liter, if not more. So this is a fairly expensive little fellow. It spent 3 years in an Islay cask, and then followed up by 2 more years in a PX cask. This is basically barrel proof. And the brothers, Holger and Ralf Henrich, they took over their schnapps distillery from their parents, and now they're focusing more and more on whiskey. And this stuff is not bad, to be honest. So, Gilors in Gaelish is actually just a fantasy word, but it would mean golden water. So, let's take a look at this. First of all, on the nose. Oh, those PX that PX cask, really, really fresh, really, really nice, really, really young, a little bit even too intensive. Now, the smoke is not present at the moment. Wait a second. Stirred it around a little bit. And the interesting thing is if I smell from the bottom part of the glass, I get PX. But if my nose goes up to the top, I get more of the smoke. Now, maybe someone out there in the land of the internets can tell me why. Also, when I go to the left and the right, I get a little bit more of the smoke. There's like a flavor profile on the top of my glass. Here in the middle to the bottom, I get the PX, and on the edges, I get more of the smoke. I've never had this before, and it's really a phenomenon for me. Maybe someone can explain it to me. I don't know. The smoke is, I tried to describe it in my German video a moment ago. It's like passive smoke. So imagine your buddy just went to the disco or whatever, to a party, and he came home and you smelled his shirt or whatever. You went, oh, someone else was smoking, not you. That's that passive smoke smell. It's maybe a couple hours old or so on. It's not a bad, terrible smell. It's not like a cigar. It's not like a peat that's just been burning and smoldering. It's just passive smoke. And that's what I get here. I get a little bit of passive smoke mixed in with a whole lot of PX sherry. Really, really nice sherry, by the way. So I'm going to take a little tiny sip, 59.7%. It's fairly intensive, and then I'm going to pull out my water, and I'm going to dilute it down to about, first of all, 59 something, and then once again maybe down to about 42. Yeah, fairly hot. That smokiness does come in a little bit too strong for me. I'm not a fan of smoke. This is our entire problem here. Let's dilute it down. So I'm going down to about 48% is what I'm targeting at the moment. Oh, the PX is so much better now. A little bit of that sharpness or that edge was taken out, and now it's developing a sweetness. Holger, Ralf, where did you get your barrels from? That'd be interesting to know, especially these sherry barrels. They seem to be fantastic. I actually interviewed the two of those at a German whiskey fair, and there was the first ever German whiskey fair where only German whiskey producers came and presented their whiskeys. And I interviewed him and I talked with him a little bit. And he says, the most important thing is we try to get the best barrels we can buy for the money. And I must admit, those Islay barrels, if you like the smoke, were perfect. And also these cherry barrels are just, those casks are fabulous. Well done, gentlemen. Pot still, double distilled. I have no idea how big that pot still is. I couldn't find that online. But very, very nice. Oh, that's a lot of cherry. That's a lot of PX cherry. Very, very good. And with the water, that smoke just kind of gets diluted out. It takes about 10 to 15 seconds for it to show its head a little bit and say, hi, I'm still there. But the sherry just kind of goes, I know, and just let's be friends. Good stuff. I'm going to give it a solid B. Wow. That's one of the best. That was not nice. That was one of the best grades I've ever given a German whiskey so far. So well done, gentlemen. I'm going to dilute this down, as I said here, to about 40-some%. 42, let's go for that, or just a little bit more. Let's try this one last time. Oh, those fresh PX casks. Oh, so good. That was actually more around 35 to 38%. Oh, still very nice. Now the smoke does come in a little bit more as this passive smoke, more than at the 46 to 48%. So I had the sweet spot before. Very, very nice. Price for value. Come on, 250 euros or dollars here for a 1 liter bottle if you could find it. That's just way too expensive. I'm going to give you a D for that. But hey, they can do it. There's more demand than there is supply, and so it's like with a Pappy craze. Whatever they put on the price tag, there are going to be enough people to buy it. Remember, 333 bottles for all the world of this stuff in 2016. That was it. And then 2017, there might be 500 bottles. In 2018, there might be 800 bottles and so on. I mean, it's not really going to be here the big problem that they can't sell it. Because they have great marketing, they have a great product, and even with a price like this, I'm still going to say, hey, you're doing a great job. Thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe. Sometimes in German, I ask questions, and I would like to ask the following question today. Can you categorize smoke? There's cigarette smoke, there's cigar smoke, there's passive smoke, there's ashtray smoke, Octomore. There's like a medicinal smoke. There's like a peat smoke. There's like a burnt campfire wood smoke. I'm just getting into the smokiness of whiskeys, and I'm sure there's a good category of how to categorize, or a good list of categories of how to quantify and qualify the taste and the smell of smoke. Maybe some of my viewers can help me in the right direction. Thank you very much for watching. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I have my videos, and I look forward to hearing from you. See you.